Latest update on Kanu Agabi's withdrawal from representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. On October 23, 2025, during proceedings at the Federal High Court in Abuja, presided over by Justice James Omotosho, lead counsel Kanu Agabi, SAN, a former Attorney General of the Federation, formally applied to withdraw his representation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB. This move was confirmed by Kanu himself in open court, where he announced his decision to represent himself moving forward. All other senior advocates of Nigeria, SANs, on the defense team previously, including figures like Onyechi Ikpeazu, SAN, Emeka Etiaba, SAN, and Paul Erokoro, SAN, also withdrew from the case. Reason for withdrawal. Agabi informed the court that Kanu had taken the case back from the legal team, indicating a deliberate choice by the defendant to proceed pro se, self-representation. This aligns with a notice Kanu personally filed on October 21, 2025, signaling his intent to enter his defense and requesting a 90-day adjournment to prepare witnesses. Kanu's response. Kanu confirmed the withdrawal and stated, "I will be representing myself for now. That might change later." He declined the judge's offer to assign a court-appointed lawyer, emphasizing his preference for independence at this stage. Representing himself orally, Kanu challenged the court's jurisdiction over his trial, arguing it lacks authority to hear the terrorism charges against him. He has listed high-profile witnesses, including former Attorney General Abubakar Malami, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, Minister of Works Dave Umahi, Lagos Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, retired General Tukur Buratai, retired General Theophilus Danjuma, and others to support his defense. The development follows the prosecution's closure of its case earlier in 2025 and the rejection of a no-case submission by the defense in July 2025. It also comes hours after Free Nnamdi Kanu protests in Abuja, led by activist Omoyele Sowore, demanding Kanu's release. Sowore later met Kanu in court and described him as powerful and unrelenting. Kanu has been detained by the Department of State Services, DSS, since his extraordinary rendition from Kenya in June 2021. He faces a 7-count amended charge of terrorism, incitement, and affiliation with a prescribed group under the Terrorism Prevention Act. The trial resumed in March 2025 after multiple appeals and venue changes. Agabi joined as lead counsel in March 2025, bringing a team of prominent SANs to replace earlier lawyers like Ifeanyi Ejiofor and Mike Ozekhome, SAN, who had withdrawn previously. Under Agabi's leadership, the defense filed a no-case submission in June 2025, arguing the prosecution failed to establish prima facie evidence, though this was overruled, paving the way for Kanu's defense phase. This is not the first reported tension. In May 2025, Agabi was briefly denied access to Kanu by the DSS, prompting complaints of interference with fair trial rights. With Kanu now self-representing, the court may adjourn briefly to allow preparation, but this could introduce delays or procedural challenges. Observers note it as a bold but risky move, given the complexity of terrorism charges. Supporters view this as Kanu asserting control amid perceived injustices, while critics suggest it reflects disinterest in the trial process. IPOB has maintained global campaigns for his unconditional release, framing the case as politically motivated. Family Writers Press International.